So we get started now. So let me just share the screen. So we're going to this functional skill level 2. So we want to go over mean, median, and mode. So then the purpose of this is just to apply the knowledge of what? Of statistics. Like to know, to be able to apply mean, median, and mode. And I will give you likely questions in level 2 maths, functional skill level 2 maths that we have to go over. So yeah. So we just start with so we want to go straight to mean, median, and mode. So when you say what's it called? A set of numbers can be difficult to interpret, and it can be what? Can be a challenge to gain an overview of what they show. So we normally use mean, median, and mode to analyze what's it called? Data. So the first one is a mean. Mean is just how to find the mean is the sum of all the data divided by how many data are there. So for example now, Robert is preparing for his mathematics GCSE. Each paper is marked out of 100. He attempts 10 tests and gives the following scores. Yes, sorry, hold on a sec. It's like okay, no. Okay, sorry, I thought maybe someone else did. So we can find what? Mean, median, and mode. So if this is the test now, you find one score 63. So each paper he scored this, 86%, 64, 67, 71, 42, 79, 64, 80, and 64. So if you have to find the mean, you have to add all of them together. When you add them together, you now divide it by how many numbers are there. So there are 10 numbers in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you add them together, divided by 10. So that's actually what I did here. You add them up. So if you want to find the mean of a number, you have to add them, then you divide it by how many numbers are there. So when I added those numbers together, I got 680. So, and I know that you have 10 numbers there. So 680 divided by 10, I got 68. So the mean score for Roberts is 68. So what I did is that I added all the numbers together and divided by how many numbers are there. So for example, if you have to find the mean of what? Of 2, 6, 4, 8, like what's the mean for these 4 numbers? You add them together. 2 plus 6 plus 4 plus 8. That should be giving you 20. Then how many numbers are there in total? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be 20 divided by 4. Then the answer is what? It's 5. So that's just how to find the mean. It's so straightforward. So this is just the start of it. So another one is the median. The median is another data you can actually use. It's another method you can use to interpret data. The median is what? Is the middle number in a certain set of data. So the first thing you want to do when you want to find the median, you have to list all the numbers in order. Then you find the number in the middle. So we're still going to use the result for what? For Roberts. So look at this one now. When I ordered it, it's what? 42, 64, 42, 63, 64, 64, 64, 67, 71, 79, 80, and 86. So they are in order now. So when I realized that, 2 numbers are in the middle. So when you have 2 numbers in the middle, you add the 2 numbers together divided by 2. So this how to find the middle number now. The best way to do is just to cross this first set out. You cross this out. You cross the next set out. You cross this out. So you can see now find these two numbers in the middle. That's why I got what? 67, 67, and 64. So I added them together, divided by 2, and I got 65.5. So another one is this. When you can also have a set of data that you only have one number in the middle. So when you have only one number in the middle, that number is the median. So for example, now if you have something like this, like 2, 5, 6, 9, 8, 11, 20. So if you want to find a middle number now for that set of data, you just need to do, can you see? The middle number is what? It's 9. That's the median. So, this one has to be in order, sorry. This one has to be in order. It's meant to be 2, 5, 6. Sorry, let me just, it's a mistake there. It's a mixed up there. So wait. Just put 2, 4, 6, 8. Then let me just put 9 there. So they're now in order now. So you cross this one out. So the one that you find here is what? Is 8. That's the mid number. That's the median. Any questions so far? Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, no questions.
Okay, right. So another method is the mode. The mode is the most common value that appears in the data. So the mode is only, you get an average, you get when there is whatever there's more than this. So for example now, you can now find, if you say the mode now, if you check the numbers, 42, 64, you realize that what? 64 occurred 3 times. So because it's the highest occurring number, that's the mode. So 64 appears the most, number 3 times. That is the mode. So another way you get finding median, you see this one in your what's it called? Your level 2 exam. Is they will give you a frequency table, and they can ask you to find the mean, median, mode, the gain of or range of all these things. So if you want to find the mean for this one now, since you have a frequency table now, it's not direct. Sorry, so the one we used before, it's not direct. Sorry, just hold on a sec, please. Just 1 sec. Sorry for that. So if you have this frequency table now, you will realize that it's not direct to the one we used to we did initially. So for example now, when you want to put something in a frequency table, what I'm telling you is that what? Is that this number of siblings, the frequency is how many times the 0 occurs in the data. So this 0 now occurred 7 times. 1, 13 times. 2 occurred 16 times. 3 occurred 9 times. 4 occurred to what? 3 times. Why 5 or more numbers occur twice? So if they ask you to find the mode now, the mode is the highest occurring number. So the one that occurred the most is what? Is 2. So the mode for this is 2. That's the one that occurred the most. When you say the median, the median is the middle number. So the number, when you arrange, when you find what's the total numbers are there, you add them together first. So this one is 20. So 20 plus 20 plus this. Can you help me add them together, please, and tell me the answer?
36. 20 plus
Is that what?
36.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, you said 7 plus 13 is 20. 20 plus 16 is 36.
Yes, 36 plus 9 is what?
36 plus 9 is 40,
45.
45 plus 5 is 50.
It's 50, yeah. That is the thing. It's 50. Thank you. So you also to know maybe you are following. You get that there. So so it's at the first level. So when you realize that the 26th value, which means the 25th and the 26th value in the group is there, that's the median. So you add them together now. So you want to know where you can find the 25th value or 26th. So you add this one together now. This one is 20. So the 25th value is not there. It's not in the first two. So if you add 20 to 16, you get what? You get 36. So you realize that what? That the 25th and the 26th value is in what? Is in this class. So 2 is going to be the median. So you add the frequency together. You divide the frequency by 2. You will now find where you can find that. So when you add the frequency together, that is 50. Divided by 2 is like 25. So you know that 25 and 26, they are likely to, that's going to be the median. So you now start adding it from the top and check where the 25th or 26th value will be. So I did that. I added 7 plus 13. I got 20. I added 16 plus 20. I got 36. So the 36 value is above, it's more than 25 and 26. So I know that the 25th and 26th value is number 2. So 2 is going to be the median. So another one is, let's now find the mean now. So for you to find the mean, what you need to do basically is this. So when you have the frequency table this way, this is common for functional scale. It's common in calculator test. So what's it called? This multiplied by this, you multiply the numbers by the frequency. So I multiply 0 times 7, 0, 1 times this is this. So when you multiply them, you now add these values together. All these values. Again, and you add them together. So when you add them together, I got what? I got 94. Okay, I got 94. So 94. You now divide 94 by the frequency. Is that what?
Why are we timing it?
You are finding the mean. Hello, can you?
And the mean is supposed to be just adding all this together, the frequencies together, isn't it?
You add the frequency together, then you also add what?
The number of occurring numbers.
Yeah, no, this is what you need to do. The reason why we multiply this is because, it's like, what's it called? Let me give you an example. So, for example, now, if you have 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4. So, if you have to put this number in a frequency table, it's going to be 2 occurred how many times? 3. 3 occurred how many times? 2. Then 4 occurred how many times? 3. So if you want to do it normally, just add them together, divide by how many numbers are there. But since you have a frequency table now, you can just say 2 times 3 is what? 6. 3 times 2, 6. 4 times 3 is what? Is 12. So if you add them together, that's what? 24. Then you now divide it by what? By the sum of all these ones. 3 plus 3 plus, that's what? 8. So the mean is going to be what? 24 divided by 8. That's going to be what? That's going to be 3. Let's now do this one. So if you add 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 6 plus 3,
9,
plus 3,
12.
plus
No,
4
sorry,
again.
11. 3 plus 9 plus 3.
No, 9 plus 3
12.
is 12. It's 12.
Yeah.
It's 12. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 12. It's 6. It's 12. Then 12 plus 4.
16.
Yes. Plus 4.
20.
Plus 4. That's 24. Can you see? It's 24 in total.
Yeah.
How many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's going to be 3. Can you see the same thing?
Yeah.
That's it. Because if you want to the one I just showed you on the frequency table is just faster. You get it? Because you don't need to arrange those numbers again.
Okay, so it's just a different way of getting.
Yeah, it's a different way of doing it when they give you the frequency table.
Okay.
You get it now. A lot of people will start. Okay, for example, now.
Frequency table, you have to show this multiplication
Yes.
calculation.
Yes.
But if you
Yes.
don't have a frequency table, you can just.
Yeah, you can just do the first one. Yeah.
Okay, I get it now.
So the mean is 1.88. So let me just check maybe the person is estimating. I'm not okay. No one is still there. Okay, they will see the still. Okay. So yeah, first mistake good now. So now they can also give you. You can also have something that is a bit different. You get like what's it called? For example, now the one we did was so straightforward that we can be able to find what's it called the mean. This one they can give you like what's it called a range of different values. So for example, now say from 0 to 20, say the values there are what? They are 9. So this is what they call the estimate mean. Just know from 0 to 20, the values you find between 0 to 20 is what? 9. Between 20 to 40, you find what? 10. Between 40 to 60 is 6. Between 60 to 80 is 3. Then between 80 to 100, you find one number there. So in this case now, you don't have a number directly you can multiply with. So when you have range of values here, the best thing for you to do is for you to find a midpoint. So what's the midpoint between 0 and 20? So this is how to find the midpoint. Just add these two numbers together, divided by 2. So 0 plus 20 is 20, divided by 2 is 10. So this is the midpoint, this 10. For you to find the midpoint of the second one, 20 plus 40 is 60. Divided by 2, you get 30. The midpoint for the third one, 40 plus 60 is what? 100. Divided by 2 is 50. While this one is what? 60 plus 80 is what? 140. Divided by 2 is 70. Then 80 plus 100 is 180. Divided by 2 is what? Is 90. So this is the midpoint. So you now multiply the midpoint by the frequency table. So 10 times 9, 90. Just similar to the ones we did before. 30 times 10, 300. 50 times 6, that's 300. 70, you have calculator. This going to be your second in the section with calculator when you're doing your level 2 exam. So 70 times 3 is 210. Then 90 times 2, 90 times 1 is what? Is 90. So this is a what's it called? So you now add these ones together. So when you add them together, you get 990. Then the frequency too. The frequency is when you add all these ones together, that should give you 29. So 990 divided by 29 is what? Is 34.14. That is the, what's it called? That is the mean. This one is a bit longer, but they won't stress you too much. They will give you calculators to do this. So there's one I didn't mention. That's called the range. I'm just going to go back to the data now and do the range. Range is the difference between the highest value and the lowest. The difference between the highest value and the lowest. That is the range. So if you look at this guy's exam result now, the highest value, just the highest minus the lowest value. So the highest value here is 86. Then the lowest value is what's it called? Is 42. So that's going to be, the range is going to be 44. That's the range. You get it? Just to know, you get it, the difference between the highest and what? And the lowest. That's actually the range. So if they give you table and they ask you to find the range, it's also straightforward. Let me just rub this one off too. The range normally shows how data varies. It shows how data varies. So that is it. So if they give you a table, for example, now this, they ask you to find the range. The range is going to be, for let's say 5 or more. I just assume that the highest value here is 5. So it's going to be what? 5 minus 0. That's the range. The smallest value is 0. So 5 minus 0. So 5 is going to be the range. So we just want to do some questions now because, sometimes when you do all these things without practicing questions, it's, it's going to act as if you didn't actually run practice at all. So let's do some questions now. Coming. So let's try and practice some questions. Functional scale question. Okay, let me just okay, let's look at this question now. So can you do this? Can you want to try this question? Okay, maybe I should. Do you want to try this question? There is an manual record the number of people attending cinema from Monday to Friday. What is the mean number? So what's the mean number? Hello? So can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yeah. So I think, can you do this first question? So this is a date now. That's good to say. Record the number of people attending cinema from Monday to Friday in a week. What is the daily mean of children? So, like, you find the mean for the children value now. Are you done?
Are we allowed to use calculator?
Yeah, can use calculator for this. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, the mean for the adult is
No, I'm talking about for the children. I'm not asking for adults now.
oh, sorry. It's the wrong thing. Let me show it well. It's 4723.
4723.
Yeah. So I added it all and divided it by 5. Is that correct?
It won't be 4723. It will be 1000.
Yeah. Oh,
So we now divide it by what? Divide it by 5, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
yeah. Okay. 1131.
Yes, 1131. Yeah, that's it.
Mm.
It's
1131.
it's 1131. So the tickets are £5.75 for adults and £4.50 for children. So how much money was made from tickets on Thursday and Friday? So what will you do? Do you know what to do? For that second question, say how much money was made from tickets on Thursday and Friday? You know what to do? That question? You just need to multiply £5.75 by what's it called, by 1,000. Thursday is 1,000 for adults. Thursday is 1,149. You multiply 1,149 times £5.75. Then so then for children too, you do 1,104 times £4.50. Then for Friday, do the same thing for Friday too. So can you do, I want to try question 18. Hello? I want to try question 18.
Hello? Sorry.
Yeah, question 18, please. Yeah, okay, no problem.
Okay. So I was asking the question 17. When we times, we're supposed to add Thursday and Friday value then times 575.
Yeah, by times 5 to 75, yeah. They use same thing for children too.
Same for children, okay.
They not add them together.
So question 18. How much data was the range of the number? So we're supposed to add the two highest values.
No,
the highest and the lowest value.
No, they want you to say how much greater was the range in the number of adults attending than the range of number of students. So you find the range of adults separately. You find the range of children separately. You now divide the ones for adults by that of children.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you do. So what's the range for adults? So what did I tell you? You have to calculate range. Or how do you calculate range?
Highest minus lowest.
Yes, highest minus lowest. Yes. So the highest value there is 1,424. Then the lowest.
Yeah, 1,424.
Yeah. Then the lowest value there is what? 1,114. Yeah.
1,149 minus 1,149.
14.
So the range for adults is 275.
Mm-hmm.
Then range for children is the highest is 1178.
So the highest value there is 1178. Yeah. Minus
1108.
11080. That's first one on Monday. Is the lowest.
Okay. Yeah. So the children only is 98.
Okay, yeah. So you now divide it. The 275 divided by 98.
Yeah. So 98.
No. Just take it away, please. Take it away. Not how many times. Take it away, please. 275 minus 98. 98.
Okay. That's 1767.
Yes, that's the difference. So just write it that the range of adults for adults is 177, higher than that of the children. So that's it. It's just to find the range of adults separately, the range for children separately. Then you find the difference between the two. So that is so okay. Let's try. I want us to try some other questions. So what's the mode for this one now? Question 3. What's the mode? Mode is what? The highest the one that occurs the most.
Yeah. So good practice about finding some customers. 125 is the highest occurring.
Yeah, 121 occurred how many times? 1,
2, 3, 4. 4 times.
3, 4. Yeah, 4 times, yes. So that's good. So can you do this one? You have unique calculator for this. You have to create a different table on one side. Then I'm still going back to that. I just assume maybe there is other questions there. So don't do this. Just you said what?
Now I'm reading the question. It says, what is the average number of pictures per customer? So we're supposed to add everything and divide it by the number.
Yes, you have to create a different, what's it called? You have to create 2 different things here. No, the midpoint, because it's range.
One that will do the midpoint because it's not one value.
Yeah. It's range of values, so that'll do the midpoint. So the midpoint between 0 and 9 is what? It's like 4.5, isn't it? The midpoint between these two. So you add them together, find the midpoint for all of them. Then you now multiply the midpoint and the frequency together in this table. So you multiply, for example, now 40 times 4.5 times 30 is what? So you multiply that. That's 135. So you now add all those values together, divided by what? By the frequency. That's it. So because let me just, can you just try it in full? Let me just see if it's this only one you're gonna do. Just try it, please.
Okay. I have to work it out. Okay. So it's 10 plus 19. That's 29 divided by 2. So 29 divided by 2.
That's going to be 14.5, isn't it?
14.5. Then we have, I have to write it down if I forget. 4.5, 14.5. Then 20, that's 49 divided by 2.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's going to be 24.5.
24.5. 4.5. Then we have 69 divided by 2.
Yeah.
So 34.5.
Yes, times 2.
Then we have
That's 69.
89.
And the other one's going to be 0.
44.5. 44.5.
Mm-hmm. Times 0 is going to be 0.
50 plus, that's 109.
Yeah, divided by 2, that's going to be 54.5, isn't it? So times 0 is going to be 0. So for example, now all these values here, this one is going to be, when you multiply them together, it's going to be 0. This one is 0. This one is 34.5 times 2. That's going to be 69. This one is going to be what? This one is 24.5 times 8. What do you get for that?
Why is it 0? Are we
Huh?
multiplying?
Yeah, when you multiply the midpoint, for example, now this is 44.5, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this one is what? 54.5.
54.5, yeah.
So what is 0 times 44.5? 0, yeah. What's 0 times 54.5? 0. That's it. So
Okay. Shouldn't it be the same number since it's not? Okay, it's times 1 that is the same number. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess it. Yeah. Okay, when you
So,
times a number by 0, it's 0. But
yeah,
when
it's
you
0,
times
yeah.
it by 1, it's the actual number.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I guess it. Then we have 30. You can have 24.5 times 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 196.
So let me just double check, sorry. 24.5 times 8. 196, yes, you're right. 24.5. 196. Then this one, 10. This one is going to be 15.
45.
Yeah.
That's 14.5. It's 145.
Yeah, that's going to be what? Yeah. 145. And this one is 135.
135, yes.
Yeah. So then you can now add them all those things together. 135 plus 145 plus 196 plus 69 divided by this. This one is going to be 30, 40, 50. This one is 50.
467.38.
That's the answer?
Yeah. If
Okay.
I add all the numbers of customers, add it together, which is 50, and divide it by our formal result, is 4.
Yeah, let me just double check, sorry. 135 plus 14 plus 145 plus 196 plus 69. That's going to be 545 divided by 50. Is it with 10.9?
Really?
Yeah, 135. When you add all of them together, I got what? I got, sorry, times 7. I got 5.5.
This is not 19.6. It's 196, then 69.
Yeah. So look at it now. What is 135 plus 145?
Equals 545. Then
Yeah, I got.
everything is 545. Okay.
Yeah, everything is 545. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, divide by 50.
50.
Okay, 10.9.
Yeah, it's 10.9. Yeah. So 10.9 is this thing. Give your answer the nearest whole number. So 10.9 to the nearest whole number is what?
11.
What? 11. Yes. Thank you. That's it. So it's just need to be patient with it because mistakes can come anywhere.
Easily, yeah, I see.
Yeah, So Let me just so let me see. So we just do this one. That's the final. Here's this final question. So that you guys question that in a survey, 25 students were asked how they spend how much time they spend on revision and homework in 1 week. So the result has shown. So for example, people that spend between 0 to 5, only 2 hours. From 5 to 10, 6 hours. From 10 to 15, 12 hours. From 15 to 20. From 15 to 20, only 4 people. From 20 or more, 1. So they now ask you, what's the percentage of people that spent 10, between 10 and 15 hours? Okay, those one does not require you to find the mean directly. Tell me.
So we have to find the midpoint again.
No. You don't need to find the mean directly for this one. This one is just for you to add what's it called? You add these ones together. You didn't ask about average. Yeah, add them together. Then you cut how many people spend between 10 to 15. So between 10 to 15 is what? 12. So when you add them together, what do you get? This 20, 25. So there are 25 in total. There's 25 in total. Then how many people spend between 10 and 15 hours? That's 12. So it's going to be 12 over what? Over 25. So as a percentage, it's going to be what? Times 4? Times 4. So that's going to be 12 times 4 is going to be what? 48 over 100. So that's this one.
I don't understand.
Okay. So for example now, what if I have to find something as a percentage? So you find the total.
Okay.
You get how many people, how many students, what's the number of students there? Can you find the total for me, please?
Okay. That's 8, 20, 24, 25. 25
Yes,
students.
25 students. Good. You put it down. What is the percentage of people or students that spend between 10 and 15 hours? So you have to look for how many people spend between 10 and 15 hours?
12 students.
Yes, 12 students. Yes, 12 students. So 12 students. So you now turn this on to percentage. So you multiply it by what? By 100. So you can use a calculator for it. What is 12 times 100?
1, 2.
Yes, 1, 2. What's 1,200 divided by 25?
48.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So what's it called? You can send I think you have my email address. You can send me email address, then I will send homework for you to do on this topic called mean, median, and mode. Again, and just to practice and know, so you won't forget those things. So you can just give me a shout on my email address. Then I think you have my email address.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I do.
Yeah. And if you don't have it, I'm going to put it on the listing so that I can have your email, so I can be able to send works for you to do on mean, median, and mode. So then you can now submit it back to me. It's okay, so I'll be able to check work. Maybe you are progressing on it or not. So that is that for today. So the recording will be on the model too, so you can actually access it. If there's any information you miss, you can actually go back to it and just update yourself. So that is that for today. So, all right, bye. Any question?
No, we're good.
Okay. So, all right, bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Yeah.